seat, you already know the deal. Physics can feel, well, it can feel like trying to climb Mount Everest without a rope, right? The sheer volume of formulas, the complex concepts, the endless past-year questions, it's enough to make anyone's head spin. But what if there was actually a structured, meticulously mapped-out ecosystem designed to basically carry you up that mountain? Today, we're breaking down the Djr Physics Study Ecosystem. It's a comprehensive visual toolkit engineered specifically to decode these massive exams and just completely streamline your study process. Let's get into it. But before we get into the heavy lifting of curriculums and data, take a look at the cover of these study materials. It leads with a very specific, kind of fun quote. Think like a proton and stay positive. Now, I know it might sound like just a simple pun at first, but it actually perfectly sets the tone for what we're about to explore. We all know exam prep is a grueling marathon, and student burnout, it's incredibly high. By leading with this kind of supportive, motivational messaging right on the front cover, it immediately establishes that this isn't just some cold, intimidating textbook. It's a guide, and it's meant to encourage stressed out students every single time they sit down at their desk to study. Okay, let's really dive into this. The emblem of the Djr Physics brand. It isn't just a logo. For literally thousands of students, this represents a reliable lifeline. The brand basically positions itself as your ultimate guide to conquering these highly technical physics exams. Because let's face it, when you're lost in a sea of complex mechanics or advanced electromagnetism, you need a beacon. The light bulb imagery right in the center represents exactly what this ecosystem aims to provide. We're talking crystal clarity, sudden aha moments, and a really focused illumination of the absolute most crucial topics you need to master. So where does the preparation journey actually begin? Well, it starts in Class 11 with two distinct but highly complementary resources authored by Janaki Reddy Dubaka. You've got a physics handbook of short notes and a free supplement. Now notice how the resources are logically split? That's not an accident. This is a highly deliberate study strategy. Because instead of just dropping one massive 1,000-page textbook onto a student's lap and saying, good luck, the material is compartmentalized. It covers all the bases for IITJ, NEET, and EPSET, but without totally overwhelming the learner. It gives them exactly what they need, but in manageable, bite-sized segments. And this brilliantly illustrates the strategic purpose behind these books. First and foremost, they map directly with the NCERT curriculum. And if you know anything about these exams, you know NCERT is literally your holy grail. It's an absolute must. But the books go a critical step further. They weave in past-year questions, your PYQs, right alongside the essential formulae. Authored by Janaki Reddy Dubaka, this structure ensures you aren't just learning theoretical concepts in a vacuum. You are constantly seeing exactly how those specific concepts have historically been tested. It's just an incredibly efficient, highly targeted way to study. Of course, the journey doesn't just stop at Class 11. Moving on to the Class 12 materials, we see Tito's class's Physics Short Notes, which maintains the exact same strategic approach. And you really want to notice the consistency here. Just like the 11th grade materials, this perfectly maps with NCERT and those all-important PYQs. This is absolutely vital for a student's momentum. You want a seamless continuity in your study journey from one year to the next, right? You definitely don't want to switch methodologies halfway through your high school career. So this specific volume ensures that the transition into higher-level Class 12 physics is as smooth and as familiar as possible. Now, as exam day fast approaches, and we all know that panic, your strategy has to shift. You have to move from comprehensive learning to rapid review. Enter the Djr Physics Capsule. I love the branding here, by the way. It's positioned literally as a pill to cure your pre-exam physics anxiety. This is explicitly designed as the streamlined solution for final preparations. Think about it, when you have just weeks or even days left, you honestly do not have the luxury of rereading entire chapters. There's just no time. You need a concentrated dose of high-yield knowledge, and that is exactly what this capsule is engineered to deliver. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how this specific power pack acts as a targeted, rapid review tool. It basically synthesizes years of intense learning into actionable exam tactics. Inside, you get 3 critical elements: core concepts, critical formulas, and time-saving shortcuts. And guys, that last bullet point, it is an absolute game changer. In competitive entrance exams, simply knowing the right answer just isn't enough. You actually have to arrive at the answer faster than the person sitting right next to you. This resource intelligently shifts the focus from purely academic understanding to tactical, on-the-ground exam execution. So we've walked through the entire toolkit, from the foundational Class 11 short notes, all the way up to the rapid review physics capsule. The structure is undeniably impressive. It looks great on paper. But as any focused learner knows, smartly designed material doesn't just automatically get you into a top-tier engineering or medical college. Which naturally leads us to the most important question of this entire explainer. Does this meticulously planned study methodology actually yield real-world results? Let's transition from the qualitative breakdown of the toolkit and dive right into the hard, data-driven facts. Well, let's let the data speak for itself. For students tackling the highly rigorous JEE mains, the Djr Physics curriculum reports a 60% success rate in terms of question overlap. Just take a second and think about what that actually means in a testing environment. You are walking into literally one of the most unpredictable, high-pressure exams in the country, and over half of the physics section is directly mirrored in the materials you've been studying. I mean, wow, that is a staggering reduction in exam day surprises and just a massive boost with students' confidence. Let's put a concrete number to that percentage to truly grasp the impact. 15. Out of the 25 total questions you face in the JEE mains physics section, an incredible 15 of them, on average, come straight from this curriculum. If you have really mastered the DJR materials, you essentially have 15 questions practically solved before you even sit down at the desk. That gives you the absolutely critical time and the mental bandwidth you need to tackle the remaining, more unpredictable questions. It's a huge advantage. Let's move to and see how this builds when we look at the medical side of things. For the NEET exam, the success metric rises to an 80% overlap. 80%. The alignment between the DJR study material and the actual questions asked in the NEET physics paper is just notably high. For aspiring medical students who, let's be real, very often find physics to be the absolute most daunting section of the NEET, this kind of strategic alignment is exactly the edge required to secure a top national rank. Translating that 80% into real numbers, that represents an average of 30 out of 45 NEET physics questions. 30 questions that you have practically already encountered in your practice sessions, your short notes, and your physics capsule. The psychological advantage that provides during a highly stressful, timed exam with negative marking, it is absolutely invaluable. You aren't just guessing in the dark anymore. You are executing a well-practiced, highly familiar routine. So the crucial point is, looking at this proven track record of success, these materials aren't just thrown together randomly. They are meticulously engineered to align with real, constantly evolving exam patterns, year after year. By mapping directly with NCRT and relentlessly focusing on past year questions, this ecosystem essentially reverse engineers the exam for you. It effectively bridges that huge gap between the content you study at home in your bedroom and the actual real-world questions you will face on the big day. Now, understanding the power of this methodology is only half the battle, right? Getting your hands on it is the next step. And the really great news for both students and parents watching this is that these highly proven resources are incredibly accessible. You don't have to be physically located in some specific expensive coaching center to benefit from this. The entire Djr Physics ecosystem is available literally right at your fingertips. You can download the dedicated app for structured, in-depth courses, or just head over to their YouTube channel for dynamic video lessons. It's all about bringing top-tier preparation directly to your screen, wherever you happen to be. So we've explored the methodology. We've broken down the structural flow of the books all the way from Class 11 to the final exam capsule. And we've analyzed the deeply impressive data backing it all up. The path up the mountain is clearly marked, and it's well lit. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Armed with these proven tools and a perfectly clear roadmap, how are you going to supercharge your physics exam prep today? Are you going to keep struggling with scattered random notes? Or will you grab your power pack, think like a proton, and confidently conquer your exams? Keep learning, stay focused, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.